Good evening, good evening, good evening. We've got a lovely little thunderstorm going on right now that we're going to charge some energies off of. We got a little bit of a binding going on here. If you've ever seen my videos before, I love to make the little cornhusk dollies. They're really easy to make. I've already got this one started up and bounded up. I had a reading earlier today that I had some struggle. When this snake is ready to shed her skin, maybe we can undo this. I always say when you do magic like this, you always have ways out. Crosshatch there, crosshatch there. Do this as a place of love. Like whenever I do poppet magic, you always leave doorways out, right? You never cast anything. I don't believe in kill a bitch spells and stuff like that because magic, you're going to want to be able to, usually want to leave a way to reverse it. That's why I'm using green thread, because whoever is going through this, I always try to put in that bit of hurt people, right? So when this snake is ready to shed their skin, right? It's up to them. The evil eye will be what judges them, right? Now, whenever I do the evil eye, I always do 5 on the top, 7 on the bottom. This is someone who causes conflict and someone who lies, right? 5 for conflict, 7 for lies, right? 7 of cups, 7 of wands, right? So it is raining, so I didn't take dirt from outside, but we are going to use coffee because we want this to happen quickly, and we're going to use this lightning that's going now. I'm going to do a reading after this. This is because earlier I had some... Oh, you hear it thundering out there? Earlier today, I was struggling to get through a reading, and I realized the reason the same timeline's coming out over and over again is because that's the only one being allowed. So we're going to go ahead and jar this energy. I got cigarette ashes here, and I actually made a black candle out of cigarette ashes just because that's really kind of one of the most predominant toxic behaviors, right? And most 9 times out of 10, at least in my experience, that's what binds people. Also, tobacco is good for protection and stuff like that too. Got some protection oil here. Alright, and I seal my stuff a little bit different than everybody else here. Drop that in there. Oh man. Alrighty. Move you up over here. Alright, let's see. What is going on with this energy, right? This is going to be it. We're going to be sealing this energy into this jar. I do not like doing dark readings. This is not where I prefer to be. That's not really the kind of readings I'm trying to do, right? None of us want to be in these frequencies where we got these super toxic people in our lives, right? But as every good serial killer documentary will teach you, what most people like, well, I don't know about serial killers, but usually when there's a murder, it's usually somebody you know. So this is just definitely a hater energy here that is in these collective readings that are pumping this one storyline here. And they're pumping this one storyline, in hopes that you won't notice the other. That's the spell work that's going on right now. That's the spell work that's going on right now. It's a distraction type of thing. Let's see what's going on. Look, all my cards are all mixed up. These were mixed up with the dark ones. Those ones are mixed up. And I'm usually not like that at all. There's some divine guidance from the angels coming in on this. Something about vows. Some Greco-Roman energy in this reading. Got vows, monk and nun, forgiveness. There's people that persecution, inquisition, orphans. It was during the time of inquisitions. People who had taken vows, taken things like serious things like vows, monks and nuns and stuff like that. Leaving people orphaned. I always say in times where there's lots of orphans or the ones that get adopted by families, that is a way to clear generational curses sometimes, whether you know it or not. There's a big attachment to nature. I almost get a sense like whatever the hell was going on, there was something going on where there was a new type of era that was taking over. And I'm picking up two energies, right, with the monks and with the vows and the monk and nun. Like there's two different types of spiritual energy here, especially with the angels, and then we got this trees and nature. It's like there was very similar things. Like one person was very into like the farm community type living, and the other person was more into like living with nature type of deal, right? Either way, for whatever reason, both sides were yeah, like the Inquisition took their parents type of energy. Artificial heart. I get the energy of somebody doing with what one has to, right? Someone has the energy of feeling like they're doing what they have to. They feel orphaned. Yeah, it's an artificial heart. It's all a game that they're playing, right? I get the song Fancy. You know what I'm saying? They feel all alone in the world. They don't like their body. They don't take care of their body. There's some obsession here. Well, that's it. This person punishes their own body, right? And they're obsessed. The obsession is what makes them punish themselves. The artificial heart, the game playing, is what's leaving them feeling alone in the world. Bride in a cage. This is someone who plays games because they're bored. They're bored of their cage. They want to test the limits of their cage constantly. Obsessed with it, with some way of having control over people and things. It's a time of new beginnings for whoever is dealing with this person. We got bride in the cage. It's like you might have to go through a period of solitude, but there is definitely this image of Ooh, you hear that thunder? I didn't put no background noise on, y'all. That's just for you. Whoa. Wow. All right, yeah, there's a tsunami wake up call getting ready to come, right? There's a new moon promise, that, right? That's right here. And this is talking about not just, this is about, especially with this bride in the cage, I don't care what you promised this person, right? This is about what you promised yourself, what you promised. Yeah, promises that you made to yourself that you wouldn't tolerate. Promises, you know what I'm saying? People will be like, but you promised till sickness and in health. And it's like, yeah, well, you promised to be faithful. Like, you don't get to pick and choose which things we're going to, go through, what promises we're going to keep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I kept this one promise. Well, it doesn't really matter when you didn't keep any of the other ones, right? And I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't be somebody's doormat, right? It's a big wake up call coming. Like someone's choosing solitude and peace over drama. All right, what do we need to know about what this energy's got going on? Something about old promises definitely here. Excuse me. 3D45, do you need snitches? Okay. That's never happened before. All right. Definitely have a Queen of Swords here on the 40s watching all of this. A lot of focus on a masculine. Like, I can't help it when it just keeps pulling up kings, right? Like, there's just as many queens in the deck as there is kings, but oh man. There's definitely somebody on the 3D that's casting more malevolent energy than anybody's paying attention to. They might not even suspect this person could be even into this kind of stuff, right? Not this level of it, not this part of it, right? I get that, like, yeah, they didn't think that that they took it to an evil place, right? It could be like someone can give you the illusion that like it looks like it's scary because like what, there's bones or a deer skull or something like that, that makes somebody feel some kind of way when they see stuff, but in the same turn there's people who are actually, like I said, they do stuff, they do nasty type of magic where they put, like, that comes from a very specific area, right? You have to be exposed. I'm trying to give y'all hints so you can figure out who you're dealing with, right? You have to be exposed to a certain type of culture within the magic community to start doing things like putting stuff in food, right? Like, it's weird because even me and my nephew were talking about that. He was talking about that, whatever, that horror movie, Coco, right? About how they do, he thought it was really cool how in that culture they do the dinner for the ancestors and stuff like that. Now they feed the ancestors, right? The specific type of cultures that do stuff like that, right? But they also have a very dark side, right? There's certain type of cultures that do cast hexes and things like that. They put things in your food like nasty things. You know what I'm saying? Try not to talk about it too much, y'all, because people get really grossed out by it, right? But this is what I call a shit witch, right? Not only do they do nasty things in jars, like in their cases, there would be no reversal for this spell, and it would end up coming back to bite them in the end, right? This is sealing somebody's energy from being able to do harm. If nobody's doing any harm, then they are in no danger, right? Say it again. If nobody's doing any harm, then they are in no danger. There is always a clause in my magic that says, and if nobody's doing anything of malintent, then I'm not binding anything on them. They're only being bound right now if they had malicious intent, if the evil eyes saw them causing conflicts and starting lies, right? So nobody has anything to fear from this unless you've done something to deserve it. These ones, they don't care if you deserve it or not. They're just going to cast nastily on you. And they just do gross things, right? We have this person here who got a masculine energy that acts like they're heartless, acts like they're the machine. They really do have something at the center of their heart, though, with this Jack of Cups. They definitely have someone that has their focus, right? Like the pixie again in the center. Pixie in the center, right? They're definitely making a decision about these energies. I feel like he's in between these two energies too, right? Because look, he's like watching this one really closely. He's like, oh, this one's doing something weird, and they're protecting this one. I do get some overindulgence though with this, right? Someone needs to make a decision. There is a Queen of Swords that is watching all of this, right? I feel like the Hierophant is kind of has that watching energy too. Everybody's waiting for a certain set of timing to line up fate right so that this King of Cups can make some moves, right? I get a sense that on the 3D they're playing like they're overindulging, but on the 4D they're really not. You know what I'm saying? There's something that they're doing on the 3D that they're not really doing on the 4D, right? There's something where they're acting like the Ten of Swords. They're acting like they're in ruin. I keep getting this energy of somebody acting in ruin so that nobody comes after, you know what I'm saying, what they've got. There's definitely that energy of trying to defend somebody from seeds that they have sown, right? This King of Coins. I like how he's sitting there. He appears to be kind of inebriated, but he's not, right? This person is watching the situation very closely. So again, we got the same storyline here. This person, he is watching very closely. He's watching someone in celebration, someone celebrating, someone putting up the energy like they're in the Ten of Cups. This is a Queen of Cups, like 10-10, right? They're watching this energy that is putting out this energy that they are the Ten of Cups, they are the Queen of Cups, they are coming into celebration. They are the High Priestess. I got the devil here right in the heart of this spread, right? And it's kind of weird because like these energies like are both looking at it. We have the Three of Staves and the Two of Staves are both looking at this devil energy. Four of Coins. It's the foundation of whatever's going on here. Getting that energy of one of us always lies, one of us always tells the truth. There's definitely an act that's been going on here, right? There's a secret, there's a phase, there's a cycle that's about to be revealed. And this person who's been putting off this entrapment is they're acting like they're trapped, has actually been acting like they're trapped because they're trying to see what this battle's going to be, who's going to win out on this battle. And the battle is who's going to get control over their shit, right? Who's really going to be the one that fucking gets control of their shit? Who's going to go back into the Ace of Cups energy, right? We got a Queen of Coins and a Queen of Swords both looking at this Wheel of Fortune here, right? There's a sword of truth, right? One of them's putting on an act. One of them's the real deal, right? We got the Empress on the Queen of Coins over here, right? The Empress is the one that has the true love connection. That is the true wish fulfillment for this person, right? Definitely a death and a rebirth getting ready to happen here. Someone has been defending themselves from energies, from toxic energies, right? That's his death and rebirth, right? I just get the strong energy that they've been sitting way far back. Could, like, I even get playing dead. And it's just been to defend their energy while they've watched other people, right? They want to see who's really telling the truth here. So far, it seems to be the Queen of Staves, right? The one that they're most passionate about, actually, is the one that's been keeping true to their word, right? They've been working hard, right? They've been shouldering their responsibilities. They've been following their guides, right? And they've been navigating their stars. They've been watching too, but for balance, they've made moves, right? To wait for this judgment to finally go through. I get this person, like, was extremely intuitive, right? And you bounced out. Yeah, bounced out to areas where there was more equal give and take, where someone can work more on being themselves, take some leaps that they needed to take, right? I get a new perspective on the conflicts that were around them and left them in the past. What are we up to? 22? Alright. Alright, snitches. So, we got that storyline again, right? A similar storyline. There's definitely a judgment being made between two people, right? Or someone's trying to use that. They're trying to make the most logical decision because they, sometimes it comes down to it, right? It's not illogical to look for someone that you want to be your life partner and you want someone that's going to grow and activate with you and achieve the things that you're going for in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with wanting that level of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or wanting your relationship to, be a certain type of way. And, and if you want it to be a certain type of way, then you have to weigh your options between people, right? I get that song. Gotcha. Alright, so what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, grumble, grumble, grumble. This could be a person that somebody has married in the past, asked to marry them in the past. Could be an ex-fiance. Could be something like that. It'd be somebody who's already had judgment cast upon them at some point, right? There's definitely some immature sexual tension type of energy here that these people like. I get the recycling your list. You know what I'm saying? When you recycle the list, when you slept with somebody that you've already slept with in order to, so you don't add on to your numbers or whatever the hell cheesy shit that is, like kids do, right? But there's a truth here, and the truth is really taxing and really burdensome. And the truth is this person's been casting against this person. They might not have meant malicious intent. Yeah, because you're hiding with that one, right? This person might not have meant malicious intent. They were playing this shit like it was a game, like magic was a game, like it was all ha ha fun and jokes. They want to win. Death. They don't want it to end. They come off as the Queen of Cups, but they're really Ten of Swords. They got a lot of anxiety about this. I feel like they got a lot of anxiety about this. I feel like a lot of judgment's being put upon them. I think people are starting to see their cycles, see their trends. This Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Sees this person for who they are. This King of Swords with this Tower decision here. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. Decided to defend himself, move away from this energy. Person feels like they've had a victory over this illusion. I think what nobody wants you to know is this person's already been more defeated than you realize. Which I feel like the Empress is at a distance here. We have Eight of Swords reversed. She made a decision. Eight of Swords reversed. So she got herself unstuck and made some moves. Left everybody else to see if the grass was greener. Like, yeah, go ahead. You can find someone better than me. Go ahead. All right. So I'll completely remove myself from the picture. Three of Swords, Nine of Cups, the strength to overcome this, right? The Three of Swords is the past. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment here, right? They're trying to get the strength to grab a tiger by the tail, right, with that strength card. And then you got the Six of Cups here, death, rebirth, the Nine of Swords reversed. They want to come out of this anxiety and bring justice to a situation. They want to bring justice to a Queen of Pentacles. She's been left out of the cold. I feel like somebody realized that it wasn't just casting against them. People weren't doing things to hurt them. They were willfully doing things to hurt this Empress too. Like, this person was a third-party situation, but they were also someone who was hurting the Empress. They knew the Empress, right? This was like a mixed party situation here, right? There was something going on. Someone who was playing games in the past. Like I said, the Empress got herself out of there. Who was playing the games? Is she doing anything? Can she not do anything right now? Where is the other side? what you don't know is someone's already had a victory over this Three of Swords thanks to a High Priestess. Got a Nine of Wands. See, because this isn't her energy. That's why it keeps coming out like this. That's why it keeps coming out like this. Grass wasn't greener on the other side. There's already been a decision made. She could be mad about it all she wants, but I feel like she's pretty powerless right now. I don't feel like she's got much time to do anything. Six of Swords, Four of Swords. Yeah. There's a rite of passage for her, too, about if she wants to be the true Queen of Cups, then she needs to change her actions and her behaviors. She needs to work on some skills, some better coping skills, right? This isn't necessarily, I gave him sense that this person might not have been a big caster. They just cast malintentions everywhere they go. They just start drama to start drama. It's a time of new beginnings. It's a time of new beginnings. Release the past. Yeah, this person was burdensome. They caused a lot of confusion. They caused a lot of drama because they were just addicted to drama. In the end, their own anxiety led to this timeline. Think, bitch. This led to this timeline, right? This led to this timeline. This energy that they cast fed a situation's strength, even though it was causing the other person anxiety. It created the whole foundation to this situation to allow death and rebirth to happen here, right? There would have never been no way for this to have moved forward had it not been for this person getting petty and being involved and actually pulling this energy together. This person led this person to the Empress. So I don't even pick up that they're even really mad about it. They're just like, we're just dealing with it right now. And they don't want you to deal with it. We'll have to do something about getting around the DM's blocks. But pretty much, there you go. There's a big wake-up call coming for some people here. Someone who's been in solitude is sending a big wake-up call, right? Something about they're going to start keeping promises to themselves and going for what they want out of life, right? There's a big message here about being mindful about what promises you get yourself stuck into, how you treat yourself, where your mind goes, where it wanders, right? And definitely be mindful about the dangers of people who feel alone all the time and are artificial hearts, right? They come at you for attention and stuff because they feel alone, but it doesn't fill the void for very long. It's all very superficial. This has been going on for a long time. This is all about learning about new different spiritualities. And yeah, because what? Religion is following somebody else's journey, and spirituality is taking the journey yourself. All right, y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all. I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.